I want to share with you what I do, one of the tools that I use to get through the hard stuff that comes with chronic illness. Hey guys, it's Kelly from Chronic Illness Reality, and I'm excited to share with you one of the tools that I use when it comes to chronic illness and everything that goes along with it. The symptoms, the medications, getting multiple diagnoses, everything that is really challenging. And so one of the things that is probably the most powerful thing that we have is what I call mind game. When we have chronic illnesses, which I have had chronic illness for 11 and a half years, we don't have a lot of choices. The choices that we do have are really important to make sure that you follow through on. So, for example, we have choices to try to eat as best as possible for our bodies. Drinking a lot of water, no matter what. Hydration is really important. Get enough sleep. I am horrible at this. Taking our medications on time. Trying to stay as active as possible. Moving, even though that can be really hard. I know it's really, really hard. As long as we're taking care of our bodies in the best way possible, you can't do better than that. So there are things like that we can do. And I think with chronic illness, often we just feel out of control. I feel like my life is out of my hands. So where do we go from there? We use our mind game. When chronic illness comes into our life, it's a huge change. And we have to grieve what reality is, and sometimes that means we're angry, and sometimes that means we're sad, sometimes that means we're in denial. Everybody grieves their chronic illnesses differently. It's okay if you're having a hard time. It's also really important that we don't get stuck in a place where just like everything bad always happens to me. Not another thing. My heart really goes out to people who are really stuck in a place of negativity. I really, really have empathy for all of you who are going through challenging chronic illness. It can be such a rough road to walk. I highly believe that everyone with chronic illness probably needs to talk to a therapist at one point in time. That's another thing that chronic illness does to us, is it makes us lose our perspective. When we're in the middle of the storm, it's really, really easy to forget that there is sun. The sun will come out again. And I have been through so many things that felt like I was never going to feel better ever again. Sometimes it can be really hard in the middle of those situations to have perspective, and that's why it's really important to have somebody that you know, that knows you. Maybe it's somebody in the chronic illness community. I really feel that the people online can sometimes be your best allies because we understand each other, and being able to talk to each other is such a powerful thing. And just to have somebody say, I get it, is huge. So our mind game is one of those things that we do have control over. And it is just basically making those choices, choosing to have a full life, choosing positivity, choosing to be thankful every day, as hard as it can be sometimes when it feels like there's nothing to be thankful for, is really a lot of times how I get through things. I just thought, I am not in a thankful mood today. I don't think that there's anything I can be thankful for, but being thankful for the pillow, being thankful for the bed I was laying on, being thankful that I had my medications covered for that day. Another thing that I call my mind game is choosing joy. This is something that I tried to do for a really long time, but failed at miserably. But in the last, I would say 3 or 4 years, really got a hold of. Choosing joy is not about being happy. It's not a feeling. Joy is not the opposite of sad. Joy is the opposite of not living. Joy is choosing to live fully despite whatever is happening. Joy is choosing to be thankful. Joy is choosing to have a positive state of mind. I'm not saying that just because I choose joy that I don't have days where I cry. I actually cried this morning. Choosing joy doesn't mean that you're not truthful or honest about how you're feeling. I can tell you that I'm hurting and I'm exhausted and I'm wiped out. Whoa, I turned my head way too fast. Oh, guys, I am spinning. So it's basically saying, I'm going to rise above my circumstances. These things are not going to get me. It's having an attitude of a warrior, which is basically, I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to not let this defeat me. And it really does take a warrior to get through these health issues, and believe that people who fight through these health issues are warriors. We just have to keep choosing to fight. You're not alone. not being alone means that you're not alone in your disease. There are other people that are fighting along with you. And so there's somebody else that gets it. Your life starts right now. And maybe this is the first time you ever considered it. Maybe you didn't ever really think about, hey, I'm not really living life. I think that sometimes is a part of having a good mind game, is to realize what phrases help you to live a full life and what don't help you. Basically taking stock of what does serve you well and what doesn't serve you well. And I have said elsewhere that I put down that phrase, "it's not fair," a long time ago. The whole thing is that even though you have chronic illness, even though you have a really challenging life, medications may be really rough, life may be rough in general, maybe your personal life is really hard and nobody knows that. Find your strengths, find something that you can do. You do have something to give. Your story is extremely important. Your voice matters. Whether or not you share your voice here on YouTube in a really public way, or whether or not you do it privately, one-on-one with other people, or in a Facebook group or another group, your story is important and somebody needs to hear it. The mind can help us to live through challenging things that you might never have expected that you could live through. Sometimes when you have things that are so hard, for me, if I think about it and go, wow, this is so hard, this is so hard, this is so hard, I'm not going to get through it. I just start feeling weighted down by it. But if I'm like, no, I'm strong, I'm a fighter, we're going to get through this, we can do this, I can do this, we're going to fight, we're going to take it moment at a time. Your mind is such a powerful place. Being able to be in the moment and go, this is really horrible. I hate this. This is an awful situation. I don't like how it's going and I'm angry about it. But I'm going to choose to fight because I want life. And no one's going to give you life. No one's going to hand you a healthy body. This whole mindset thing can affect your whole life. And I truly believe that we can have full lives even when we have the most challenging of disabilities and the most challenging of difficulties, even when we're in bed, even when we can't move, even when the only thing we can do is lay there and breathe in and out. I've been in that situation. It is horrible, but life is still here. And you can choose life. Wherever you are, I just want to cheer you on to start taking steps wherever you are on the path. For me, the first step was just thinking in a different way. It was starting to choose to be thankful about something every day. So I call it a Thankful 30. You can check that out. There's a video that explains it. It's basically, I would talk for 30 seconds about what I was thankful for. It's an honor and a gift to be able to talk with you all and hear what you have to say. If you guys have ideas about your mind game and how to get through health issues and using your mind as a tool, please put it in the comment section, because you never know how you live might help somebody else in living through theirs, whatever they're getting through. So take care, guys. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will talk to you again soon. And remember, you are not alone. And meds have made me go cray cray. I mean, what do you do? So, what do you do? I'm sweating and something is going on with my eyelashes. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sorry. I'm doing my best. I have had chronic illness for not 24, I don't know what I'm talking about. Although I've been able to sit. I put a hashtag to it. I put hashtag Thankful 30, or is it hashtag? Yeah, be your dog. Woof. Yeah, I don't know how I got off on this topic. My foot's asleep. Wake up, wake up. Come out, wherever you are. I'm losing it. I'm also sweaty. I don't know why. I need to stick my head out. That's another thing I might, is sticking your head out. Sorry, dog. Sorry, her snore's gonna get really loud. It was just horrible. So I'm sorry, my foot is completely asleep. I don't know what happened. I'm getting off topic again. Sorry, my dad. So I'll give you the, whichever way. I'll give you the, no, it's over here. Right? No, it's here. I don't know. I can't remember.